That might work better. Let's see how that works. Hello, hello, testing check. Say hi, Vinny. Yeah, he's being a butt. Oh boy. Well, Vinny's being kind of a butt. He's not being very social, but he's actually has resigned himself to just relaxing in my arm because he's pretty much figured I'm not going to let him down. So let's not make him get up. All right. Well, since probably too early for anybody to pop in or anything like that, I'm just going to start saying, I'm working on a riff this morning. Oh, there you are. I'm working on a riff. I got the studio open. I got Logic Studio open. I set up some very basic drum patterns. Oh, see if I can open my Logic window so I can control that and scroll it so you can kind of see best as I can here. Maybe I'll move that part. Screen capture. Get all the boring stuff out of the way. Yeah, so we got a couple of different drum tracks worked on. Then I've got the guitar track going in here. Here's my secondary drums, and here's my initial drums with beats that I took pretty much straight out of EZdrummer. I went in and altered them a little bit, which you can see on this window here if I move it around. And I changed a couple things to make it fit what I was trying to do. And what I'm trying to do is work on a riff that I came up with a couple of nights ago, which is kind of unusual because I get your nail out of my belly. You're like stabbing me. He's being very patient. Say hi to everybody. Wave. Hello, I'm Vinny the cat. I'm the brains of the operation. Yeah, he is. He's also the furry ass of the operation. He's not very comfortable, but he's going to endure it because we have to endure a lot of his stuff. So he's just going to sit there and take it like a cat. Isn't he a pretty guy? Yeah. I guess he's a Russian white, from what I understand. I took a picture of him and ran it through Google Lens and told me he was a Russian, no, a Russian blue. I'm sorry, did I say white? He's not a white Russian, that's a drink. Sometimes you want to drink when he's around. But, well, he's a Russian blue, or at least a pretty good mix of Russian blue. He had a brother who was more of a tabby, so I don't think he's purebred, but he sure is pretty. He sure is a pretty kitty, and he likes the attention. And he's her buddy, and he's helping me work on stuff. Actually, he was helping me around the studio the other day when I was picking up here and I was cleaning up and throwing out the trash. He was helping me find all the little pieces of guitar strings that I had all over the floor. He didn't help me find any of the picks, but he helped me find the strings, which is kind of a mixed blessing because he likes to eat them. So it's actually, I try to keep them off the floor as best as I can. And I swear, sometimes I do, and he still finds them anyway. He digs into a trash bag or some place where I thought I had them securely, and he'll drag them out to the living room, and he'll start eating them. And so I don't know, he's got some kind of form of kitty pica. He has a real shedding issue at the time being, but he can't help it. He's just a poor little wuss. But so he helped me get some strings off the floor. He's a walking, breathing metal detector, so that came in handy. He'd find them, he'd sit down in front of me and chew on them, and I'd grab them. Oh, I see one right now. Where the hell did you find that? Good job. Good job, buddy. I'm going to get that just as soon as I put him down. But don't let me forget. Yeah, he wants down. Oh, you can't have on the table. You can't be on the table. You can go be on that table. There you go. So anyway, what I was doing here before I was so rudely interrupted. Let me get that string off the floor. So you can't chaw on it. Now where to go? I saw it. All right. All right, that's better. That's much better. Stay out of those things. So I had to reinstall. I was actually vibing on this pretty good. I came talking about how I came up with a riff the other night, and it's been a while since I've worked on a new piece, and that's one of the things I wanted to accomplish this week was get at least one or two originals set up for the live stream and for making a video or whatever. So I came up with a riff the other night. I was just tooling around, playing with the new guitar and playing with the Charavel, and I came up with an interesting thing that I wanted to pursue. Recorded it with my phone. Of course, my phone being right there where you're watching me from. And tried my best not to delete it or lose it, because once you have an idea, you're lucky if you get it back. And especially even if you record it, you can lose it, the next day. It's just gone. The vibe is gone. The feeling is gone. You never get it back. But this one's still here, so that's telling me I need to work on it. So I was thinking, well, shit, people want to see the creation process. Some people do, I think. Some people have said that they do. So that's what I decided to try to do. So about an hour ago, I started messing with OBS, and I had OBS Live SE installed, and it was just messing with everything. And it's just I'm barely just struggling along with OBS as it is without adding a new thing. And I finally got everything changed around to get Stream Elements to work with my system to recognize my YouTube channel. In fact, I had to move my YouTube channel to a whole entirely different account. I don't know how Google works, or YouTube works, or anything like that, but to my mind, they should all be under one name, one category, because I only sign in with one ID. So what's the deal? How come they're all scattered? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's confusing. It's too confusing for me. I'm just a guitar player. It's ridiculous. But I got it sorted out. I moved my YouTube channel, the entire enchilada, to one of my branded accounts. And everything seemed to move over just fine. It took a couple hours for everything to get sorted out to where I could find my subscriptions and the people that I'm connected with. But it looks okay now. It looks like I'm hooked up and I'm connected. But when I tried running OBS about an hour ago, it wouldn't let me add any inputs. Like it wouldn't let me add a camera or an audio input or anything. Nothing. The little plus sign just wasn't working. So I had to go through the whole rigmarole of uninstalling, going into my system files and deleting all the cache folders, all the program folders, everything, and start all over from scratch. Delete OBS, uninstall it, download again, reinstall it, and start all back over. And that's where I am right now. So that distracted me from the creation process and the progress for about an hour, during which time I also took a shower and grabbed another cup of coffee. And so here I am with the cat in the window. You can't see him, but there he is. There he is. He's in the window by that bunch of junk. That's actually a pile of tools they have to sort out, because the studio is not just guitars and wires and cords, but it's also a camera with a very precarious placement setup. a pile of tools in the corner, and some more cardboard that we just got in the last couple of days that I got to break down again. So, needless to say, the creation process gets interrupted one more time. You can always count on one more interruption, no matter what you're doing, right? That's what I've come to find out. Murphy's Law. If anything can happen, it will happen, especially an interruption, especially an unforeseen variable. So, that aside, fresh new start with OBS. Looks like I got the mic working and I'm streaming, so hopefully you're seeing me and hearing me. I think you are. It looks on YouTube like that it's coming through pretty good. A strong signal. So back to the riff. So the riff stuck with me even though I hadn't touched on it for over 24 hours. So I got a basic drum pattern down, and now I'm at the stage where I'm just kind of jamming along with it. And let's see if I can get any audio through to the channel, because this is all just train wreck waiting to happen live. Live for you to enjoy my escapades and my exploration into the unknown while I try to document what I'm doing here, which is insanity to begin with. And it's just but that's the writing process. So I've got a little countdown thing here. I'm going to press play and see what happens. Okay, that seems to work. Looks like you're getting signal. So that's my click down. I've got about 4 bars of click downs, and it's just something I can hear. It's not meant to be. It's not going to be saved. It's going to be cut away from the final creation when this is completed. But it's just something for me to get ready to warm up to get started into the song. And after these series of 4 counts, and here comes the last one, right? 1, 2, 3, then come a little bit of hi-hat action, snare, tom, then you have a build-up with the bass drum, another couple of bars, and then into the full beat. Okay, pretty simple, huh? Yeah, very simple, but it's something for me to jam on while I explore the next riff. Well, I want to take this, transition this into the next part, and that's where the ideas come, is when you're just able to relax and focus and get in the zone and work on those parts and feel it. And when that comes together and you get that next part, then you can figure out the transition for the drum parts. And in the meantime, I can think about how I want to refine the drum sections that I already have. And for those of you that think, drum machines suck and all this stuff sucks, well, when you're a one-man band, that's all you got, okay? So lay off. Go play with your drummer, if he shows up. Yeah, you know who you are. So that's where I'm at right now, and I'll grab the guitar and see if I can get that going as well. And I'll give you a little example of what the riff entails. Oh, I got a little phase shifter on. Let me move the mic so it doesn't get too much noise. Sounds really muffled for some reason. Don't know why. But it looks like I have my highs cut way down for some reason, which shouldn't be. I mean, I just have them rolled off at about 20,000 hertz. That's about what I usually do. So why it's so muddy, I couldn't tell you, except, oh, that amp, that's what happens when I move my camera. See, I've got my camera, my phone, which is my camera, my head, which is also my body, is resting on my head rush, because I found it's the perfect position for how I want to do the stream. I tried tripods behind it, on the side of it, over there, but it's always blocking the monitor, the screen that I'm looking at, where I'm doing everything, where I'm controlling everything. So that wasn't ideal. I accidentally or haphazardly put the phone on the head rush the other day, and I said, I can use that. That'll work. But sometimes when I put the camera up here, I turn off my Soldano plugin. See, that sounds better. That fixed it. Went from... It sounds like you're in a hallway listening to someone play through an amp inside a rehearsal studio or a garage. Well, I guess. But it sounds like it's in another room. And I've got a little bit of distortion going on. Turn off that. It's just a clean sound, like a Fender Bassman or something. But turn that Soldano back on. And we're back in business. And that's my live sound. That's what I use for all my live streams. This one right here. Now, when I turn the phaser back on, we should get this. It kind of has the characteristics of a Phase 90, so I immediately want to go. I don't remember that. If I sat down with it, I'd remember it. I can do it. I can do it. I swear. I can do it. Really. Believe me. But anyway, I was messing with the phase shifter because I thought that might add a cool element to this track. And here's kind of how the riff is going so far. And you can see where I'm at. So we'll have the countdown, which is the set of 4 counts. And I'll start that right now. And then I'll show you kind of where I'm at. Something like that. So that's kind of the idea that I'm working on. And it's just, I'm just thinking at the building stage, just at the construction level. Just at the jamming level, where I'm still trying to figure out small parts for it, the next sequence of events. I've got some lead ideas and some different transitions and little riffage in between things, but that's the beginning of the process, and that's what this is basically what I wanted to show you here. So I'm probably going to call this stream where it is. But before I do that, I'm going to open up my YouTube window because I can't see that and see if there's someone here. Oh, there's somebody here. Look at that. Hey, Brian, how you doing? How the hell are you? And Amro, good to see you, man. And Jimmy Bitter, Jimmy Biter. Sorry, I keep calling you Bitter. I don't know why. It's stupid, but good morning. How are you folks doing? Oh, thank you for reminding me because I need more coffee. I need more caffeine. But anyway, that's what I'm working on today. That's what Vinny the cat is helping me working on today. But since while I've got you here, let me see if I can embarrass myself and play a little more Eruption. See, I was out of key a whole step. Wasn't that great? Okay. Let's get into the good part. You really got me that. So I don't know what. That's when the real singer kicks in. Come on, where would Van Halen be with Michael Anthony? where would they have been without Michael Anthony? But anyway, Knuckle Sandwich. I don't have that project open, but what the hell? I can open it. I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'm going to call it a stream because that's basically what I wanted to do. So let me shut this up. I'm going to have to save it first, which means the bill has to save it with a name, and it's not going to be. It's going to be project. It's not going to be fat bottom girls. What should it be called? How about fat bottomed Vinny? Because he does have a fat bottom, so that's what we'll call it. Save that, then I can shut her down. Logic had an update, and they changed the whole system by which you close the project, which is just utterly stupid. I hate updates just for the sake of updates. It doesn't help anything. It just makes you look around and look for new features and the new way of doing things, and it's just a pain in my butt and Vinny's butt. So let's go down here. And how about real? No. Well, I have that because I actually was thinking of adding some Queen tracks to the stream because I love Queen. I love Brian May, and that's a great song. As are they all. Sunday Mix Up Logic X. This one will take a moment to load because it has all that crap on here. Well, maybe you can't see it. Oh, maybe it's still on the other window. Maybe it still has to load. Or maybe I have to start a new instance of macOS screen capture. I'll bet that's what it is. So it's frozen. That's what happened. But see, before when I had SE Live plugged in, I couldn't even do that. So now I have a little yellow pop-up box that I can't get rid of on my OBS. I don't need that, but it's figured out later. All right, so OBS, macOS screen capture. And we'll call it Logic. I'm learning slowly. Ooh, LSD, flashbacks, window capture. This will clean it up a little bit. Logic Pro, there we go. Okay, now we're in business. All right, so now you're looking at what I'm looking at. Here's the set list for the stream. And we've got all Ubi's favorites, Balls to the Wall, Bad Case, Say What You Will, all this stuff. Then Wars and Bulk Model Tethers, some experimental stuff that I don't really play on a regular basis. But it's there in case I want to get, if I want to take a risk of truly embarrassing myself. And some other originals and some blues tracks and some of the more laid back stuff that I do on some of my weird obscure unscheduled streams. But the one we're looking for is Knuckle Sandwich, and it's not on that one. So let's pick cursor over here to the other window and mute that. And there it is right there. And I can even make it bigger. That's what she said. Shut up. Okay. So let's check our levels and see if we can do this. I think I can do it. Why the hell not? And minimize this just a little bit. Oh, there's Bill again. There's his big dumb face. Let's see. Let's get my big dumb guitar in here while we're at it. Big dumb guitar coming right up. There it is. Okay. So maybe position it so there's more guitar and less Bill. I don't know. Alright, I don't know about the levels, so we're just gonna play this by ear and see what happens. So you asked for it, you got it. The hottest rock band in the world, Kiss. Everything seems to be in working order. I might have to rename this. After the conversation the other night, I might have to rename this Moose Knuckle Sandwich. I'm not sure. I'm only kidding for sure. I won't be renaming it, but I did get a kick out of the chat, I gotta say. So, Hairy Knuckle Sandwich. Harry and his whoa! I just made everything disappear. There it is. Okay. Harry and his knuckles sandwich. All right, let's try this. A one and a two and a 1, 2, 3. Display. All right, here goes nothing. still plays without warming up, just like anybody else. What, you mean you're not a rock god? Oh, come on. Like anybody, got to warm up. Got to warm up my fingers, man. I usually only press live when I'm ready to go. Slimy knuckle. That's good. All right. Well, hey, that's my video on my live stream for the project the process of it all, and I think it was pretty fun. My wife's about to get up pretty soon. Her vacation is almost over, so her days of sleeping in are numbered, and she's none too happy about that. So you got to tread lightly around here for the next few days. But anyway, man, it's good to see you guys, and I hope you show up at the next silly goofy stream. And I'm going to call this a wrap for now and get on with the songwriting process, because I really want to get some work done on this before, while I still have a few days left in the week, maybe I can get it ready for the Saturday night stream. That'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be cool. So anyway, guys, you take care, and good to see you. And rock on, man.